In this tutorial, I'm going to cover MidJourney 5.2's new outpainting feature, along with how I convert those images into a smooth video. And I'll be using MidJourney 5.2 along with Adobe Premiere in this tutorial, although the process may be similar with other editing softwares, I'm not too sure. I'm also not an expert at MidJourney or video editing, so if you know any improvements or have any feedback, definitely let me know in the comments below. And for today, I'll be using the video I've been showing as B-roll for the example. And to start, go ahead and launch Discord and start a base prompt with the MidJourney bot as you normally would. The base prompt I started with can be found here, and that generated 4 images, and from those images I thought that the fourth would be the best, so I used the U4 button to upscale that image. From there, you'll notice some new options. Specifically today, we'll be focusing on the 2x zoom out and custom zoom buttons. The 2x button will zoom out the camera from your image and artificially fill the new space with what it thinks should be there, relying solely on the base prompt. And the custom zoom feature lets you input a separate prompt, and it will take that into account when zooming out and generating the new parts of the image. After I had the base image that I wanted to use upscaled, I went ahead and saved that image. It's really important that you save every time you upscale an image. And after that, I went ahead and used the 2x zoom out feature to generate 4 new images. I upscaled the one I liked the most, saved it, and then repeated that cycle of zooming out and upscaling a few more times. Once I wanted to start a new sequence, I went ahead and used the custom zoom button and input a new prompt. And as you can see in this example, I altered the base prompt about the city to a new prompt of a city in a snow globe. And from there used the custom zoom whenever I wanted to specify the next outpainted image. Using custom zoom is generally a bit better than the 2x zoom, as you can have a bit more direct input on what the outpainted image will look like. And I'll generally be using that moving forward. You can go ahead and repeat that process until you have a good amount of images that you'd like to use. And in this example, I used 25 images to get the full video, although you definitely don't need to use that many. Generally, I've found that 5 to 10 images is the sweet spot, but you really can use as many as you'd like as well. Now that I've got all of those upscaled images saved, I'm going to go ahead and switch to Premiere. And once that's imported, you can go ahead and start dragging the images onto your project. I found that the easiest way is to just highlight all of them by clicking the first one and then shift clicking the last one, and then you can go ahead and drag it onto your timeline. Once everything is on your timeline, go ahead and select all of the clips and then right click them and then go to Nest. And I'll just name this Nested Sequence 1. That's going to merge everything into one video. And once you've got the nested sequence, go ahead and select it. And at the top left under Edit and Effect Controls, we're going to be using the Motion and Scale mainly for today. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the scale to 105. And that's just because if you're zoomed in a bit, it helps kind of crop in for some of the edges when they're changing. It's very noticeable, so if you zoom it in just a little bit, it helps with that a lot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the stopwatch, and that's going to toggle the animation, and you'll see the keyframe pop up right here. And what I'm going to do is then drag this until the seam right when it switches to the next clip. So you can see right there it switches. So I'm going to go ahead and go to right where it's on the edge of switching frames. So on this one, I'm going to go ahead and click this little add remove keyframe, and that's going to add the keyframe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the original one. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to set the scale to 205. And that's going to zoom in, and then as you see, as soon as I hit play, it's going to slowly zoom out and go from that to the next one. Then we're pretty much just going to repeat that process over and over again. So right at the edge of this, right when it switches frames right there, we're going to set a new keyframe, and we're going to make that a scale of 205. And then we're going to find the next spot where the images switch. And we're going to set the first keyframe, and I'm going to set that at 105. And I'm going to go to the next keyframe. I'm going to set that at 205. And then as you can see, if I go back to the very beginning, it just has a very slow and smooth zoom out. And you're going to want to go ahead and repeat that process for each time 2 images are merging. And I'll go ahead and do that now, so it should look something like this. And once you finish repeating that process, you should have a pretty smooth transition through each image as it zooms out. And past that, you can go ahead and manipulate the video however you'd like. You can change the speed, make it go faster, make it go slower. You can copy the clip and paste it right after, and then reverse the footage, and then have it zoom out once it zooms in. But yeah, I hope that is helpful. And again, please let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And yeah, thank you for watching.